Hello, everyone. So if you're watching this later, this is the part where I wait for some people to show up to practice the class. I'm also going to be clicking and inviting some people who might be interested in attending. But yeah, so just be patient. We'll get started in a few moments once we got a few people present to do the practice, and then we'll go from there. Hope you all are having, are doing all right. These are challenging times, at least in some respects. In other respects, might be a nice change of pace. So, I think my feeling is generally that there is good and bad in everything. And if we have a lot of expectation and we have rigidity, we aren't flexible mentally, emotionally, then when things don't go the way we want, or the way we expect, then there can be a lot of upset. But in my teaching, I talk a lot about being spiritually awake. And in my experience, part of being spiritually awake is really being mentally and emotionally flexible, not just physically. So this last week that just passed, definitely not what I had planned for that week. Even say on Friday, I had no idea that I would be spending the whole week in my own apartment alone, teaching yoga online. So that's just kind of the way that it goes. And I think that if going forward we create a lot of expectation, things like that, then again, we're probably going to be disappointed if we think this is going to be over in 2 weeks or a month, or we have a lot of, again, sort of expectations of how this should play out or is going to play out. And we're probably going to find ourselves, getting upset over and over again. So in the talk that I gave the first sort of evening of my isolation, which was not this last Sunday, but the Sunday before, I sort of said, it's a good idea to take things one step at a time. And so I really highly recommend that, one step at a time, one breath at a time. Might sound very cliche, but the reason that it's said probably so often, or you hear it so often, is because it really is true. Our minds have a tendency to sort of run away into the future, and we can get, again, we discount this moment in exchange for what we think will be a better moment in the future. And I'm going to encourage you, as much as you are able to avoid doing that. And if you want to learn the main technique for learning to do that, it's meditation. And last night I taught on Facebook Live meditation practice, and I encourage you to check that out. If you're unfamiliar with meditation, even if you're familiar with meditation, this might be very different than you've tried in the past. I find that even experienced meditators come, and when they study with me, they get something else out of it than they were getting out of their meditation. Okay. All right. So this is Yang Yoga. Yang Yoga is the sort of spiritual counterpoint or counterpart to Yin Yoga. Yin Yoga, I think most people these days are familiar with it. When I started teaching it, a lot of people didn't know what it was, but at this point, it's fairly popular. A lot of stillness, holding postures for minutes at a time, very easily accessible to most people. So Yang Yoga is going to be about movement. If Yin Yoga is about stillness, if it's about quiet, if it's about surrender, then Yang Yoga is about effort, it's about movement, it's about dynamism, it's about rhythm and repetition, okay? And what I'd like to do is start pretty easy. Just kind of go gently at the beginning, get us kind of warmed up. So just be patient with me. If you're looking for a little more sweat or activity, just be patient, and then we'll get to some standing sequences later, and those tend to be where we build up a sweat and build up a little more intensity. And we'll just see how it goes today. If there are any questions that come up, you can leave them in the comments. I may not be able to get to them because once I go over there to where I demo, I can't really read what's on the screen anymore, okay? But feel free to leave them, and then I might get to them afterwards, or I can maybe address questions that came up in this practice the next time. Again, I'd love it if next week I get told, hey, all the studios are opening back up and you're back to teaching live. But I just, I have to suspect that that's unrealistic at this point. So for the foreseeable future, this is the new normal. This is what we are, the way we're going to roll for a while. And when that changes, we should really see that as a pleasant surprise, rather than holding our breath for this to end, because it may not end for quite a while. And again, we're going to be really frustrated and upset if we're expecting it to end. Okay, so hopefully you got your yoga mat. Generally, I don't teach with a lot of props for this, so I think you probably won't need them. We're going to start just laying down on our belly. Okay? So you lay down on your belly and just place one hand over the other hand. And you can rest your forehead on the hands there. And you can turn your head so you're just facing the screen so you can see me. And let's just notice what we're feeling physically and mentally, emotionally, what we're experiencing. And what I want to encourage you to do is just say yes to all of it. I know we like to feel good, and we like happy thoughts and happy emotions, but part of our experience of being human is that's just not always the way it is. And my experience is the more that we resist how things are, the more we suffer. So let's just see if we can let go of that resistance, and we just sort of welcome all these sensations, all these emotions, all these thoughts into our awareness. Now, there's no particular way that you need to breathe. Okay, so this is a little different than, say, vinyasa, the way that I teach it. I'm just going to let our breath sort of guide itself. Now from here, we'll take one hand out and just bring it to the ground. We're resting the head on the other hand. And we'll bend the opposite leg of the hand that we put out. Okay, so my left arm is out, my right leg is bent. Now I'm going to start just by opening and closing my toes. Maybe I should have taken my socks off before, but we'll just roll with it now. So opening and closing like I'm making a fist with my foot. And just feel those toes stretch and engage. And then let's point and flex the foot a few times. Just getting that joint working, the ankle, up and down. And then let's make a few circles in one direction to start. Again, just feeling the sensations in the joint. And then we'll switch sides, switch directions. Okay, then coming back to neutral, let's begin to make circles from the knee. So larger circles from the knee joint. And this also works the hip. So large circles with the whole lower part of the leg. And then a few in the other direction. Just gently working those joints. Notice if you're trying to push your body already to do something that maybe it's not ready to do. So just relax into it. Good, then let's relax that leg. Let's return the hand and return our head onto the hands. And then I'm going to invite you to just notice the two legs. Can you feel a difference? Maybe very subtle. I definitely can feel a difference. So I hope you can too. Okay, now we're going to switch sides. So I'm taking my right arm out. You can do either arm, whichever, reversing what you did on the first side. And I'll bend my left knee. I begin by opening and closing the toes. Okay? We have a lot of joints in our feet. And modern shoes don't allow our feet to move freely. And this has an adverse effect, not just on our feet, but our knees, our hips, our spine, our necks. And so we're just using those joints that maybe get underused a bit during the day. Pointing and flexing the foot now, the ankle joint being used. And then circling in one direction. And then switching directions, circling in the other direction. All right, coming back to neutral, we're going to make large circles from the knee. And again, the knee joint, the hip joint, this works both. Good, pausing and then switching directions. Good, and then we just relax that leg onto the ground. We'll bring the hands one on top of the other and rest the forehead on the back of the hands. I'm probably going to face the screen as I am now, but I don't want you to do that. Just rest your forehead on the hands and just relax for a few moments. Again, tune back into what you're feeling. And the three basic levels I want you to notice are, again, physical sensations, emotions, and also thoughts. Okay, so you're just sort of noticing all of those things. All right. So from here, what I'd like you to do is go ahead and press back into a child pose. Let's rest our forehead on the ground, or if you need a block, you can do that, and have our arms extend out in front of us. Hips to your heels, but if you need it, you can rest your hips on a block or even a couple of blocks. From here, let's take a nice deep breath in, and as we exhale, we'll walk our hands over to the left until we feel a stretch in our right waist. Okay? I'm going to invite you to take 3 to 5 slow, deep breaths into the right waist and rib cage. As we inhale, we come back through the center position. Take a breath there, and with the next exhale, we can take it over to the other side. Inhaling, we're going to come back to center, and let's exhale here. Then with our next inhale, we'll go ahead and come up to a seat. All right, from here, let's go ahead and explore a seated sequence that works the meridians in the upper body This is called Willows in the Wind. Okay. Now, you can do this sequence either kneeling as I am right now, which is totally fine if you want to kneel, but you can also sit with your legs cross-legged. It's a little different, but I know a lot of people have trouble with knees and ankles. Okay, so we're just going to start here. Now, with our next inhalation, let's take a nice deep breath in. We'll bring our arms up. Then as we exhale, join the hands together. We'll bring the hands down to the heart center. And then again, inhaling, draw our arms up, nice comfortable stretch. And then exhaling, the hands come down. Good, a few more times. Inhale. And exhale. Let's do 2 more like that. And 1 more time. Good. Now, we'll inhale 1 arm up, and we'll come over to the other side, resting the weight of our body in the other hand. With the next exhale, we're going to dive down, reach underneath our arm, and then inhale, come up and back, stretching into the front of the body. And as we exhale, we come around to the other side. Inhale, stretching into the long side. Exhale, reaching down and under, stretching the back. Inhale, front of the body stretches, front of the shoulder. Exhaling, coming all the way around. Inhale, stretching the side. Exhale, stretching the back, reaching under. Inhale, stretching the front. Good, coming back around again. Inhale, the side stretches. Exhale, the back stretches. Inhale, the front stretches. Good, coming back around. If you want, you can actually come up if you're kneeling, so you can sort of make it a little more dramatic if you want. A little more active. Coming around the other side again. Can begin to sort of stand up on my knees, if you will. Good, and let's just do 1 more. Really getting into the side, the back, and the front of the body. Good. Next time we come around, let's just come into a child pose. We interlace the fingers and draw the arms up, giving a stretch into the shoulders. Okay, so the arms are basically straight, palms touching, and we pull the arms up, stretching into the shoulders. Okay, I'm going to come up, but I want you to stay there. Take a few breaths. Good. From here, let's inhale, sit back up. We'll turn back to this orientation on our mat. Okay, and I think I will remove my socks at this point. All right, so we come up into a tabletop, and what I'd like you to do is the bear pose. So we're moving the spine around, shrugging the shoulders, moving the head and neck around, feeling into the hips and the back, the spine, different areas, working the kinks out. Okay, you're very free to move how you want. You've been moving your body your whole life. Okay, so I trust that you know how to move it within its safe limits. You don't need me to tell you. Okay, so you're just moving your body around. What feels good? Exploring. And then we'll tuck the toes, lift the hips. We can come up and back into a downward dog. And in down dog, let's stretch out our feet a bit. Okay, we did a little stretching in the legs earlier, but now because we have the leverage of the weight of our body, we can work these areas more aggressively. So pressing the toes into the ground, circling the ankles, maybe kicking the legs a little bit, opening up the hip a little bit. Again, there's no one way to do this. You're just sort of feeling what your body needs, exploring, taking your time. All right. From there, let's walk our feet to our hands as we come into an elephant. Elephant is very much like the ragdoll, okay, in most yoga practices. So we're coming into the elephant, and we're just going to dangle. You can grab the opposite elbow if you like. You can just let your arms dangle down. And we're just moving gently side to side. Side to side. And then what you'll see is I'm going to slowly walk my feet out wider and wider. And as I do this, I bend my knees more and more deeply. And I sink into a deeper stretch for my legs as I do this. Okay? So I'm coming down deeper and deeper. But again, you know your body. You can feel what's going on in your body. This might be too much for you. So you're just not going to go there. Okay? So you can feel when your body, you're maybe asking your body for a little too much. And I want you to be mindful of that, careful of that. Okay? So working side to side, opening up the inside of the legs. This is the adductors, also the liver channel in Taoism. Okay? All right, from there, I'm going to come back a little more narrow. And we'll begin our first standing sequence, which is going to be the golden seed today. So we turn the palms up, inhale, gathering up the chi, the subtle energy from all around us. Then as we exhale, we come into this position. It's called an open horse. Okay, so I'm in the open horse. Again, there should not be pain in my knees or my ankles. So if there is, I'm going to reposition my legs. One thing you should know about Yin Yoga is your feet are not static. Okay, it's not like you plant your feet and then you keep them in the same place. They're always moving. You'll also notice that I'm always moving a little bit, almost all the time. Okay, you want that. It's easier on your joints. It's better for the muscles. It works the muscles more. So we're not trying to hold still. This isn't Hatha Yoga. Okay, we're flowing, we're moving constantly. I can drop my hands down to my knees. Again, I can get a little deeper into that groin. And again, you are going to have to feel the limits for your own body. Okay? This isn't a thing where I'm policing you or telling you what you should or shouldn't be doing. Okay? You really need to feel in your own body what the limits are, the safe limits are. Okay. From here, we'll go ahead and come down into the elephant again. So we already have seen this elephant, and we'll add a twist. So let's place it's very hard to know what you're seeing on that side. So I'm just going to tell you what I'm doing. I'm putting my right hand on the ground, and then I'm going to bring my left arm up, okay? And as I do that, I try and press my chest through my arms, like I have both arms on a door frame, and I'm pushing through, so I'm stretching open that shoulder. I'm going to exhale that hand down, left hand. Inhale the right arm up, and again, I push through. I feel a stretch in my legs. I feel a stretch in my shoulders, chest, okay? Exhale that hand down. Now, turn the palms up and imagine you're holding a big golden seed. Inhale, coming up, carrying your golden seed with you. And exhale, it's called heaven and earth. Push up and take a back bend here. Inhale, back through center. Exhale to the drinking bird. You throw your arms back. You stretch the back side of your body, stretch your shoulders. Inhale, rocking horse. So my knees are bent. They're not quite as wide as before. My arms are out in front of me. So it's not the open horse, which was this. Okay, this is called rocking horse. I'm here. All right, then exhale. I'm coming forward. Again, my feet are always moving. Dynamic feet. Okay, and then I relax my arms. And with the next inhale, I come back up. Again, gathering up the chi, the subtle energy. Then exhale, open horse. Good. Now, take a nice deep breath in and exhale, forward fold. Then inhale into twisting elephant. Exhale, that hand down. Inhale, other hand up. Good. Exhale that hand down. Grab your golden seed and inhale, standing up. And exhale, heaven and earth. Inhale through center and exhale to the drinking bird, throwing your arms back. Inhale to the rocking horse. Exhale to the drinking bird. Relax the arms, turn the palms up, inhale, gather up the chi, the subtle energy. And then exhale, open horse. Good, take a deep breath there. Coming forward, elephant, and then twisting elephant. Good. The coordination of breath and movement is not quite as important as it is in, say, a vinyasa class. Okay, so don't worry too much about that. Heaven and earth. Coming back up. Drinking bird. Okay, rocking horse. Drinking bird. And then we gather up the chi. And then this time, let's descend the chi. So the palms turn down. And we just slowly coax the chi down through the crown of the head, all the way down to the lower dantian. The dantian is like a cauldron. That's the way it's called in Taoism. It's like an energetic center, very much akin to the chakras. Okay, so we just have the energy resting down here. Now, we can use that energy in a few different ways. It could be used for healing. It could also be used to achieve that which we would like to achieve, our goals in life. But what the Taoists and the yogi would really want us to do with that is use that to fuel our meditation, to help make our meditation more effective, deeper, okay? So we cultivate energy with these practices, and then we want to use that energy in our meditation. Again, if you want to learn meditation, I posted last week. It's up on the Patreon page. It's on Facebook. It's actually probably easier to find it on the Patreon page. I'll leave links to that toward the end. Let me see if there are any questions here. All right, thanks guys. Namaste. All right, cool. All right, no questions so far. So let's move into our next standing sequence, which is going to be I think it's walking the dragons in today's class. Let's see here. Yep, walking the dragon. Okay, so we're going to start in more or less the same way. The palms are turned up. We'll inhale, gather up the chi. And then let's exhale into a nice open horse. So again, if you're just joining us, this isn't about standing still. It's not about poses or postures. The positions are really fluid, and we want to pay attention not just to the final position, but also to the movements between each position. Okay, so I want my movements to be fluid and smooth, and it's not this herky-jerky kind of thing. Okay, so very smooth, dynamic, smooth, all right, mindful movements. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a nice deep breath in, and as we exhale, we come into this position. This is called a warrior advanced position. Okay, I have, for me, it's going to be my right leg is forward, my left arm is forward. All right, my left leg is behind me, and my right arm is behind me. Now, the wider I go and the deeper I sink, the harder I'm working. So this leg is getting stronger, and this hip is stretching. Okay, and the arms are also working a little bit. It's called a warrior advanced position. Now I come back to the center, gathering chi at my heart. Then I take it off to the other side. Again, the feet are dynamic. They are not like roots of a tree. Okay, they are dynamic. They move as necessary. I come back through center, gathering chi at my heart. Then exhale, first side again, pushing off. Okay, good. Inhale back through center, gather chi at the heart. And then exhale, side two again. Okay, then one last time. Inhale, center. Exhale, push off. Now this time I want to come to what's called reaching dragon. So I'm going to reach out, challenging my balance. I can even bring this leg up if I want. All right, then I bring that hand to the ground, twisting dragon. Okay, so my left hand is on the ground, my right arm is in the air. Okay, so I'm twisting. Good, from there I bring that hand down. I'm going to bring my right leg up. Again, I'm not sure what leg it is for you. I'm not sure the orientation on your end. Okay, so my right leg is up. Bend that knee, open up the hip. Okay, I can move it around, swing it around. This is called dragon tail. So I'm swinging my dragon tail around. Again, you know your body. You know what's safe. You know your limits. All right, from there I place the foot between the hands and I come back to the center. Okay, at this point, I want to continue, I want to mirror that on the other side. So that was a little bit asymmetrical. So palms up, inhale, gather up the chi. Good, exhale, open horse. Okay, so we hung out here a little bit on the first side, so let's hang out here again a little bit. What do we feel as we do this? Hopefully it feels good. Okay, we're moving, stretching. Good. Now, take a nice deep breath in and exhale, warrior, okay, or warrior advanced position. Again, the wider I go, the deeper I sink, the more I'm working. So this is a little easy for you. You're going to go wider. You're going to go deeper. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, other side. Good, a few more times with the breath. Inhale and push. Good, a few more, deep breath in and deep breath out. Last one, inhale and exhale. Now reaching dragon. So reaching out, again, putting more weight on the front leg, maybe the back leg comes up. Then coming down, twisting dragon. So inhale. My left arm is in the air, but again, it could be either arm for you. All right. Good. Exhale that hand to the ground. I'm going to inhale my left leg up and back. So same side. Now again, dragon tail. Moving that leg around, just exploring. What do I feel? Is there any pain or discomfort, tightness, stiffness? Can I use the movement to help begin to alleviate that condition? All right, let's bring that foot between the hands, coming back to center. All right, so let's see if we can do that same sequence, but maybe just a tad bit faster. Okay, so palms up, inhale, gather the chi, and exhale, open horse. Good. Take a nice deep breath in, and exhale, warrior. Good. Excuse me, inhale, exhale, warrior. A few more times. And push. Good. 2 more. And push. Good. Last one. And push. Reaching out. Again, putting more weight on the front leg. And then coming down. Inhale. Twisting dragon. Okay. Twisting away from me. Exhale that hand down. Inhale. Right leg up and back. Dragon tail. Take a breath there. Exhale, place the foot between the hands. Inhale, back to center. Exhale here. And then inhale, gather the chi. Good. Exhale, open horse. Good. Inhale. Again, pay attention to those between movements. Smooth and even. Push. Good. Inhale, center, gather the chi at the heart. Exhale. Side 2. Good. Inhaling and exhaling. 2 more times. And 1 more time. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Good. Let's reach out, putting weight on the front leg, and then coming down. Inhale, left arm up, twisting dragon. So again, pushing the chest through, dropping the hips down. Exhale that hand down. Inhale the leg up and back. Open up the hip. Swing that tail around. Take a deep breath. Exhale, place the foot between the hands, coming back to center. Good. Let's go through it 1 more time. 3 is the number of perfection. So palms up. Inhale, gather the chi. Gathering up the chi. Good. Exhale, open horse. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, side 1, warrior. Good. Now as you warm up, you might try going a little deeper. Challenge yourself a little bit. Find an edge. Okay, inhale, center. Exhale, first side again. Inhale, center. Exhale, second side. Good. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Reaching out this time. Reaching dragon. Weight on the front leg. Exhale that hand down. Inhale, twisting dragon, hips down, heart open. Good. Exhale that hand to the ground. Inhale the leg up and back. Dragon tail pose. Okay. Moving that hip around. And then exhale the foot between the hands, coming back to center. Good. Palms up. Inhale. Gather the chi. Exhale. Open horse. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale. Push. Good. Back to center. And exhale. Push. Back to center. And push. 1 more time on both sides. And last one. Good. Reaching out. Weight on the front leg. Then release that hand down. Inhale, left arm up, hips down, heart open. Exhale that hand down. Inhale, left leg up and back. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Again, just honor your limits in your body, okay? And then taking that foot between the hands. We come back to center. And again, let's gather up the chi, gather up the energy. And then palms down, we descend that energy. Down through what's called the governor vessel. This would be Sushumna Nadi in traditional yoga and Hatha yoga. We're bringing the energy down. And then you could consider the lower dantian like the lower three chakras. Okay, so it's basically an energetic center. And again, it has sort of the nature of those lower three chakras. So let's just close the eyes. Let's feel the rebound for a moment. And again, I'm just going to check, make sure there aren't any questions real quick. All right, we're looking good in that regard. All right, so I have one more standing sequence that I wanted to take you through, and then we'll do a little 4-part Taoist breathing, and hopefully that'll put us at right about an hour. We'll do a little relaxation at the end. Okay, so for this sequence, this is called the Flying Dragon series. Sammy, this is the one that you wanted, I think, to get instruction on. So in this one, we're going to come over to one side of our mat. Okay, again, I'm not sure what the orientation is on your end, so just do the best that you can with this. It's hard enough mirroring in person, and then mirroring over the internet is even more confusing. So just going to do the best we can. So as we inhale, bring my arms up. And why don't you lift the leg that's closest to the screen here, okay? So for me, that's going to be my right leg. Now from there, I'm going to step back and bring both hands inside of my left foot. Now this is called a gecko. A gecko is an asymmetrical push-up. Okay, so I'm going to bend my arms, I'm going to come down and try and touch the earth maybe with my forehead. You don't have to go that far if you can't, but you're really sinking down. Now, inhale, you push back up. My left hand is going to the sky. Again, we've already done this, right? Twisting dragon. So hips down, heart open. Good, I'm going to exhale that hand down. And now, inhale, left leg up and back. We already did this too, right? Dragon tail. Now, you can stay there, but if it feels safe, flip your dog over. Okay, flip it over. You can move this arm around in the air. You can sort of dip in and out of it. It's a type of asymmetrical back bend. From there, we'll take a nice deep breath. We're going to exhale the hand to the ground and the foot between the hands. Now, this is called dragon flies to the other end of the world. We inhale up into sort of a warrior-like lunge. We're a fierce dragon. We're coming all the way over to the other end of our mat. And we land there. And we do another push-up, another gecko. Okay, so I come down, touch the earth, inhale back up. I'm reaching my right hand to the sky, hips down. Again, should be twisting away from the screen right now. I'm going to exhale that hand down. And then let's inhale the right leg up and back. Okay, and again, that might be your left leg, I'm not sure. From there, we're going to take that knee to the opposite arm. Kick it out, drop the back heel. Now, if you can't lift your arm safely, you stay here. If you can, left arm to the sky, hips and heart open up. Okay? Good. Exhale that hand down. Inhale the leg up and back. Exhale, place that foot between the hands. Inhale, coming up. And then exhale to dragon wings. Okay, you bend your knee, your front knee. You bend your back. You bend your arms. And it's like you're coiling the spring. From there, exhale, coming to balance. Hands at your heart. Try and get that back leg up, parallel with the ground. Torso parallel to the ground. Okay, then we come into the crane. So as you inhale, you pull that left leg through, arms come up. This is like Karate Kid, right? The crane. And then we exhale and release. All right? So it's a lot of steps. Hopefully that wasn't too confusing for you. Okay? Again, it's asymmetrical. So we will be doing the same thing on the other side. Okay, we'll be mirroring that on the other side. So let's try it. We start here and inhale the arms, and for me it's the left leg comes up. Crane. From there I step back into the gecko. I do a push-up. Then inhale, I raise my right arm up, hips down. Exhale, I do another push-up, gecko. Good, inhale, the right leg up and back. Okay, this is dragon tail. And if it's safe, I can flip my dog over. I can move that arm around. I can work my spine, my hips. Deep breath here. And exhale, come back, lunging. Good. Inhale, dragon flies to the other end of the world. So again, I'm a fierce dragon. I land at the other end of my mat. I do a push-up. Inhaling up, twisting dragon. Good. Exhale, push-up again. Good. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, opposite arm. I'm going to kick it out. Drop the back heel. Inhale, left arm up. All right, it's called a fallen triangle. Exhale that hand down. Inhale the leg up and back. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, dragon wings. Good, take a deep breath. And exhale to balance. It's like a warrior 3, right? Then inhale, pulling that leg through to come up. And exhale, I release the pose. All right, so I want to see if we can go through that at least one more time, if not twice. All right, sorry about the sneezing, but I'm actually building heat as I do this, which is a good thing. But when my body temperature changes, I often sneeze. All right, so let's see if we can do this on the, repeat the whole, again, it's asymmetrical, so we're gonna go through the whole thing. So inhale, crane, maybe a little faster, okay? Exhale, step back, gecko. Inhale, twisting dragon. Good, exhale, gecko. Inhale, left leg up and back. And then if you're doing it, exhale, flip your dog. Take a deep breath there. And exhale, lunge. Inhale, dragon flies to the other end of the world. Exhale, gecko, push up. Inhale, twisting dragon. Good, exhale, push up. Inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, opposite arm. Kick it out, drop the back heel. Inhale, fallen triangle. Exhale, hand comes down. Inhale, leg up and back. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, dragon wings coming up. And exhale. Good, coiling the spring. Exhale to balance. Doing the best that you can, couple breaths. And then inhale, coming into crane, and exhale, release. Good, let's go in on the other side, okay? So we inhale, crane, and you're lifting the leg closest to me, and exhale, gecko, push up. Inhale, dragon, twisting dragon rather. Good, exhale, gecko. And inhale, right leg up and back. And dragon tail, right? So flipping over, flipping the dog. Deep breath, exhale, lunge. Inhale, dragon flies to the other end of the world. Exhale, gecko. Good, inhale, left arm comes up, twisting dragon. Good, exhale, gecko. And then inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, opposite arm. Kick it out, drop the back heel. Inhale, right arm up. Fallen triangle. Exhale, hand comes down. Inhale the leg up and back. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, dragon wings. Good, take a deep breath. Exhale. Balancing. And then inhale, crane. Good, exhale, release. Good. All right, just relax, feel the rebound. So the rebound is sort of the energetic, emotional, it could be mental as well. So the rebound is really just whatever it is what we're experiencing at the moment. So just allow yourself, again, just like we did at the beginning, to really just open up. Maybe you don't like the way you feel. That's okay. It's okay. Again, a lot of times we find that by actually fully accepting how we feel, opening our heart, mind, that actually that's the best way of changing how we feel. Resisting actually often prolongs our suffering. So there's again a kind of cliche saying, what we resist persists. Okay, so notice what you resist in your practice, in your life. Those things are probably going to persist for you. All right, let's finish with a little bit of 4-part Taoist breathing, much less active. I don't know about you guys, but I'm sweating. So this is going to be much less active, and it helps us sort of integrate the energy that we cultivated. So standing up, nice comfortable stance. We begin palms turned up. Inhale, gather the chi. Chi is just subtle energy like prana. Exhale, pushing out, expanding the chi. Good. Then reaching down, touching the earth, back of the hands. We pull from the earth, coming up. And then with the palms turned down, again, we descend or coax the chi down. Using your imagination, you can visualize the chi moving down to the lower abdomen. Okay, then when the palms turned up, gather the chi. Right, it's 4-part Taoist breathing. That's 1. Pushing out, 2. Touching the earth, pulling, 3. And then palms turned down, descend the chi, 4. So the Taoists teach that the purpose of a human life is to integrate heaven and earth. So this move is heaven chi, upward chi. Okay, expanding out, again, very yang in nature. Touching the earth is yin. Pulling up, downward is yin. And then descending that chi again to the lower dantian, the lower abdomen. Bringing it down. Good, let's do a couple more times. Palms up, gather the chi from heaven. Pushing out, expanding, and reaching down, pulling the yin chi from the earth, from our mother, the feminine chi, and then descending the chi to the lower dantian. Let's go through it just one more time. Good. Now, I'd like you to relax on your back, taking what in Yin and Yang Yoga we call pentacle pose. Relaxing on your back in stillness. Okay. Just giving the energy some time to integrate. It isn't absolutely essential to do Shavasana with Yang Yoga. If, it's the middle of the day, if you feel all right, you could just, go do something else at this point. But I like to do a Shavasana at the end of Yang Yoga. So just make yourself comfortable, relax on your back, close your eyes, and just give yourself a few minutes. I'll let you know when it's time to come back. Okay, so you don't have to keep track of the clock. I'll ring the gong and I'll let you know when it's time to come back. So maybe you can turn off the lights or use the eye pillow over your eyes. Just relax for a few minutes, okay? All right. So bring yourself back around. Finish, we'll bring our hands to the heart center. Again, we won't chant to finish because I live in an apartment. I've got some downstairs neighbors and I don't want to be rude. I want to thank you all for joining me. Namaste, Jai Bhagwan. Again, these are free. Feel free to share these with your friends. That will stay up on Facebook, but I'll also put it on my Patreon page. And I am kind of unemployed at the moment, so if you wish to support me as a teacher, there's some links. You can make one-time donations if you feel inspired to, but you could also become a patron on my Patreon page and sign up. I'm going to be posting something almost every day during the weekdays at least. So on the weekends, I may still need to take some time off to take care of some other business. But during the week, I'm going to try and upload something. And feel free to let me know if there's something you'd like to see. I can't promise I'll be able to do it, but I will do my best. Tomorrow, I'm thinking we might either do another pranayam or maybe a little longer yoga nidra. We'll see. I'm also probably going to be teaching for Bhumi Yoga online in the morning. So if you want to do a yin class with me, you can check out Bhumi Yoga. Thank you all again for coming. It's great to see you all. I look forward to seeing you more in the days to come. Jai Bhagwan. Namaste. Thank you.